Hi everyone, welcome back to Charlene's channel. So today we're diving into something super useful that will help you rock your math classes. Yes, today we're going to talk about sets. But don't worry if you have heard that sets are very complicated because I'm going to break it down so anyone can understand it. If you're talking or if you're taking math classes or just want to understand the basics, so this video is very for you. This is perfect for you. Remember to hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you would never miss when I post new videos. Now let's jump right in. So we're going to talk about sets. So at the end of this class video tutorial, of course, you will be able to understand what a set is. You are able to identify what belongs in a set, learn 3 different ways to write sets, practice creating your own sets. So what exactly is a set? Basically, it is a collection of things that belong together for some reason. That is a set. In a simple way to understand it, think of a set like a container that holds specific items. But of course, there are 3 super important rules that make something a proper set. First is we need to be able to clearly tell what belongs and what doesn't. Again, you must be able to clearly tell what belongs and what doesn't. Secondly, each item only gets counted once, so no duplicates. And lastly, the order doesn't matter at all. Let me highlight. Think of a set like a container that holds specific items. So that is the concept of a set. Okay, so set can also be seen around us. Sets are all around us in real life situation. For example, you have the students in our classroom is a set, the days of week, the colors of the rainbow, the letter in your name, or the letters in your name, those are sets in our real life situation. But please note that not everything makes a good set. So here are the sets that is not so good. So these are not good sets. First is cool music. So from the word cool, what's cool? So it's too unclear. So maybe to one person's perspective, your music is not cool. And and based on your perception, that is cool. That's why it's very confusing and it's too unclear. So this is not a good set. Next is some animals. So the word some. So the question is which ones? Which ones? So again, this is confusing. Nice places to visit. So nice places. So very subjective again. So nice. Maybe some places are nice for you, but to other people it is not nice at all. Okay? So let me highlight a set needs clear rules about what is included because you need to clearly tell which is which is part of the set or which is not part of the set. Okay. So how to name sets? So when mathematicians, you know what, when mathematicians work with sets, they like to keep things simple by giving sets names. So we usually use capital letters. Sometimes we use letters that make sense with what is in the set. Like for example, D, which is for days, N for numbers, V for vowels. So these letters make sense. So with what is the set all about? Okay, so again, in order for you to name a set, you are going to use capital letters. So the common sets names are A, B, C, X, Y, Z. So those are very common letters that are being used in naming set. So let me highlight again. We need to use capital letters to name a set. Okay, we need to use capital letters. Okay, so here are the set names with example. So there we have set A. Set A is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Set B is A, E, I, O, U. Set C, red, blue, green. Set N, 2, 4, 6, 8, where N for natural even numbers. And lastly is the set P for planets. Okay, again, let's notice our sets are named after capital letters. Okay, so here are the special set names. So let's note that some sets are so common and they have special names. Okay, first symbol is for the natural numbers. So those are 1, 2, 3, and infinity. That is natural number, not included ang zero. So zero is not included. Natural numbers. Okay, so next symbol is the integers. So integers are the numbers with positive and negative. Okay, so rational numbers, those are the fractions, and real numbers. So those are the special set of names. So most of the time, you will also encounter this symbol. So if you already know this, you can easily understand what is this symbol all about. Okay, so what's in a set? So the thing inside the set are called elements or members. Okay, and there's special math symbols we use to talk about. Let us notice the symbol that looks like E. Okay, so this symbol means is an element of. Okay, it is translated as is an element of, or basically is in the set. Okay, so these are translated as is an element of or is in the set. Okay, while the symbol E with a slash means the opposite, is not in the set, is not an element of. Understood? Okay, let's try it. Let's have if set A is equals to dog, cat, fish, bird. So therefore, we can say that dog, since it is included in a set, we are going to use the symbol E. Dog is in a set A. Dog is in set A. Or we can say dog is an element of set A. While the second is horse. Is horse included in your set? Obviously, no. Therefore, we are going to write it the E with a slash. So we are going to read it as horse is not in set A, or horse is not an element of set A. Again, horse is not an element of set A. So that is how you are going to interpret it if the element given is not in your set. Next, cat. So since cat is also in the set, we are going to use the symbol is in the set or the E symbol. Okay, so let us interpret it as cat is in set A or cat is an element of set A. Okay, it's very clear. So here are the three ways to write sets. So there are three ways, different ways to write down sets. First is what I call the list method, or this is also known as the roster notation. So in this way of writing set, you are just going to list everything with, of course, curly brackets. Okay, you need to write out all the items inside the curly brackets. Okay, second is the rule method. A rule method is also known as the set builder notation. So this describes the rule for what is included. Okay, so this is when there's a pattern or rule for what's included. So later on, you will see how this looks like the rule method or the set builder notation. Next is the word method. So from the root word, so it pertains to descriptive notation. So this is just simply describing the sets in words, or you described it in plain language. Okay, so those are the three ways to write sets. First, list method, rule method, and lastly, word method. Now let's try. So let's use first the list method or the roster notation. So note, just list all items inside curly braces. So we're going to list all items inside the curly braces. Okay, so let's say for example the colors. So you're going to list a set of colors. So we use capital letter C to name our set, and we put or write out all items inside these curly braces. So we have C is equals to open and close curly braces, red, blue, green, yellow. So that is how you're going to list or to write the sets of colors using list method. Next is the even numbers less than 10. Okay, so even, so those are divisible by 2. Okay, so let us use or let us name our set E. Let's use capital letter E. So E is equals to open and close curly braces 2, 4, 6, 8. So our maximum is 8 since nothing is next to 8 that is less than 10, and the number is even. So it's only until 8 because 9 is odd, so it's not included. Okay? So these are the set of numbers that is included based on the condition or the pattern that is being asked. Okay? Next, we have vowels. Vowels. So let's use letter V for vowels. So set V is equals to A, E, I, O, U, or in Filipino, A, E, I, O, U. Okay? So these are the vowels. A, E, I, O, U. Okay. So now let's proceed. Let's use the rule method or set builder notation. So here we're going to show the pattern or rule for what is included. Example. So let us write whole number less than 5. So the X and then the slash you see there is to be read as the set of all X such that X is a whole number less than 5. Which means if we list it down using the list method is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So those are the whole number that is less than 5. Okay? So next, word method or descriptive method. Let's say for example, D. We use the name D. So this is the set of days in a week. So our set D pala is the set of days in a week. Okay, let's say P, set P, the set of planets in our solar system. So the set P pertains to the set of planets in our solar system. Set F, the set of fruits that are red. So this is the description of the sets that is being given. Okay, so let's try and let's practice. Let's practice this together. I'll show a question and you are going to pause the video to try answering it. Then I'll show later on the answer. So let us have an example here. The first 5 letters of the alphabet. So let's name it L. Okay. So for the list method, we have set L is equals to A, B, C, D, E. That is the first five letters of alphabet. And in rule method, we have set L is equals to X, such that X is a letter of the alphabet and comes before F. Okay, next, word method. Okay, the word method. Let's say set L is the set of the first five letters of the alphabet. Is it easy? Yes, it's very easy. You know what sets are actually? It's everywhere in our real life, no? Your playlist is a set, your playlist is a set of songs. Your contact or contact list is a set of people. Even your shopping list is a set of items. And here is very interesting thing. You know what? That computer programmers use sets as well all the time to organize in data. So when you filter photos on your phone or search for specific videos on YouTube, you're actually working with sets. Okay, so now this is your turn. This level is very easy for you to practice. So let's practice. Write each set using the list method. So you may pause the video and answer it on your own. Okay, I think you're done. So let's answer. Oh, number one is days that start with the letter T. So what are the days that start with letter T? So we have Tuesday and Thursday. So T is equals to the open and close curly braces, Tuesday and Thursday. Number two, we have seasons of the year. So what are the seasons of the year? We have spring, summer, fall, winter. Okay, next is the numbers from 1 to 5. Okay, numbers from 1 to 5. We have n is equals to, or set n is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is how you are going to answer or to write sets using listing method. Okay, now let's turn to medium practice. So level 2. Let's practice example for the set of colors in a rainbow, and we are going to name it or write it using the three methods. Okay, you may pause the video if you are going to answer it so that you will have time answering our problem. Okay, it's time to answer. So let us write the set of colors in a rainbow using list method. So we have R is equals to red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. And next, using the rule method, we have R is equals to X such that X is a color in the rainbow. And next is word method, which is R is equals to the set of colors in a rainbow. So that is how you're going to do it. So here are the things or important things to remember based on our discussion. First is a set is a well-defined collection. Okay, sets are named with capital letters. Each element appears only once. Order doesn't matter. And of course, we can write sets in three different ways. Okay, so now this is time for a quiz. So get a paper and test your knowledge. You may pause the video as well. And if you want to practice more, here is a fun challenge. You may share your answers in the comments below, and I'll be reading them and responding to my favorites. So let us have a recap on what we've learned today. Again, a set is a collection with clear rules about what belongs. Next is sets are usually named with capital letters, and the elements are in the items or are the items in a set. And here are the three ways to write sets. We have listing method, rule method, and the word method. Okay, for next class video tutorial, we're going to learn about empty sets, how sets can relate to each other, and how to compute or how to combine sets together. So that is all for today's lesson on set. I hope you found this helpful, and math doesn't have to be complicated when you break it down like this. Next week, we'll continue with more set theory and learn how to combine sets together. Make sure you've subscribed and hit that notification bell. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. And if you want me to cover any specific math topics in the future, let me know. Again, this is Charlene signing off. Happy learning, everyone.